There are certain things that I didn't learn growing up, so go learn it.
Unlearning things is just as important as learning things.
Whatever happened to you as a child was not your fault.
What are some things that you learned later on in life that you feel like you should have learned as a child? And what are some things that you feel like you need to unlearn that you did learn as a child? Think about that and let me know in the comments. In the meanwhile, watch this.
There are certain things that I didn't learn growing up, so go learn it. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. No, seriously. We cannot keep saying, I didn't learn that growing up. Go learn it now. And I understand that it's not the same. Going out here into the world, right? And finding someone who can teach you the things that your parents didn't teach you, right? Hiring a professional or utilizing the resources and the knowledge that we have at our fingertips to learn certain things that our parents didn't teach us is not the same as us learning it growing up, right? I know it's not the same, but it's still possible. And if you are an adult that is learning something that you should have learned in your childhood, I'm very proud of you. If there are things that you have no idea about that your parents should have taught you or the people who raised you should have taught you as a child growing up, and you are an adult now and you've realized, wow, these are things I never knew, I was never taught, and you went out there and you are doing the work to learn the things that they didn't teach you, I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. It's very difficult, but it's very possible. We can't sit around and pout about it being unfair and talk about how they should have taught us this, that, and the third while our life flies by us. Go learn it.
That's right. There is no excuse. If there's something that you don't know, there's so many resources out there that you can take the proper steps to learn them. Even if it's using your phone and Googling something, if it's reaching out for help through free resources or something like that, go learn them. I feel like I learn something new every day. What about you? And it's good to learn because when you're learning, you're growing. So like she said, there's no excuse. Just because you grew up not learning something does not mean that you have to stay there. Doesn't mean that you have to stay stagnant. You can grow, you can learn as you're growing up, as you're aging. You're never too old to learn. She said, no excuse, go learn it. I didn't learn that growing up. That's the excuse. No, go learn it. Because the first thing you're already doing is acknowledging that you didn't learn it. So now that you know, and you recognize that you need to learn something, go learn it. I really like that. And then when you do have that knowledge, you can pass it on to somebody else who also didn't learn it growing up. So then you have something in your back pocket that somebody else doesn't have. What they say, each one teach one. Go learn it and share it. Especially if it's so valuable. I think that's like the best advice. Never stop learning. Never stop growing. So not only learning new things is helpful in growth, but also unlearning and unlearning bad habits, especially, right? Unlearning things that we've learned as children that you think is right. Because everything that we learned growing up wasn't always right. We love you, Mom and Dad. We do. We still love you, but it wasn't always right. And then you go out in the world and you be like, hold up, this ain't the norm. This ain't what you supposed to be doing. Just unlearning that is going to be helpful in your growth as you age and grow older and, build a family and things like that. Take a look at this video.
You ain't gonna like me after this one, but you need to hear this. Unlearning things is just as important as learning things. I'm finna get real nitty gritty with y'all about this too. You don't know everything. Your mama ain't right about everything. Just because your family and friends taught you something or just because your household does something, that does not make it right. Literally one of my biggest pet peeves is those people who's like, my mama and daddy do this, so it's right. Grow up and learn something, please. Your mama and your daddy are humans just as well, which means they make mistakes, right? And having that mindset of, oh, it's all I know, so it's all I'll do, is so damaging. Let me show you how. You can't keep a boyfriend because your friends taught you that you gotta win every argument. Your mama taught you that your attitude was cute growing up, so now you can't keep friends. Your daddy let you get away with anything and everything growing up, so now when people want you to be accountable for your actions, you take that as a threat. So I'm not saying it's your fault if you were taught the wrong things. But if you choose not to unlearn those things and do better, then that's on you.
She made a good point. She made a good point. We don't think about unlearning things sometimes. Like things become habits and, just core parts of us that, we just take along with us from our childhood. And we're like, okay, I know you must be wrong because I'm right. This is how my family did it. This is how we're going to keep doing it. But a lot of times we can't be stubborn. And I need to say that to myself because I'm a stubborn person sometimes. Sometimes I always got to be right. What about you? Are you always that person that's like, I know you ain't talking to me. I know I'm right. But sometimes I am wrong. I can admit it. Sometimes. But a lot of times I'm right. But yeah, unlearning things is also part of the process growing up.
There's some stuff from your mama and your daddy and your grandmama and your granddaddy you gotta unlearn. You gotta forget, because what's happening guaranteed in your current relationship, some of us are doing the same exact things that we saw as a little boy, as a little girl, and it has been filed away in your mind. If we don't unlearn some stuff from the past, ladies and gentlemen, it will continue to show up in these negative cycles of conflict. Whatever happened to you as a child was not your fault. The chaos, the drama that you saw, the fighting, the throwing things, the yelling, the cussing, the screaming, all of that wasn't your fault. But now it is your responsibility as a grown-up to fix it.
Learning and unlearning. Very valuable videos to watch again and again. Because they had some good points. I had to watch the first one a couple of times. Like, yeah, there is no excuse about learning something new every single day. It could be the smallest thing, like learning to thread a needle. If you've never learned how to sew and you have some holes somewhere in your clothes and you need to mend those things, and you say, you know what, I'm going to take them to the tailor, I'm going to take them to the seamstress. How about one day, like on something that's very small, test it out. See if you can sew something. Sew a button back. Try that. But yeah, it's so much to learn as we age and grow older, and even unlearning. They say the older the older you get, the more stubborn you are, or you stay stuck in your ways as you get older. But we have to learn that we need to shift our minds just a little bit here and there, learn a couple things or unlearn some things, and it'll go a long way. I hope this was helpful and, allowed you to be a little bit more introspective and to think, what are some things that I need to learn? What are some things I need to unlearn? We all need to do something. So just take your time, think about a few things, write them down in the comments. Let me know what you need to learn and unlearn. I love a good discussion in the comments. I just wanted to share that with you today. I thought that was a good message to both learn things and unlearn things. Once again, I always appreciate you for being here. I am so grateful, so thankful. And I'll see you on the next video. All right, see ya. Bye.